Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Bet you never guessed, but my name is Jeff, and tonight I'm getting my last reaction in for the weekend. By the time you see this, though, it'll be Monday, which I guess happy Memorial Day to those in the States. This one came out about a week ago, give or take, and it's Suho from EXO and Wendy from Red Velvet. So I have high expectations for this song. Let's see if it lives up to them. All right, so this is Cheese. Maybe that tempers my expectations a little bit. Who names a song Cheese? Whatever. All right, we're going to go check it out.
진하게 죄다처럼 진하게 폭신해 부풀어져가 너와 나 뜨겁게 언덜 높여 뜨겁게 I know you feel it too.
What in the hell is this?
달라도 결국 we don't lose. 밀고 당겨도 say 너는 up and down 말고 get loose. I'm stepping outside, you're looking into my eyes. 어쩔 수 없나 봐 너랑 나 just like cheese. 우리들은 늘 이렇게 쭉 차갑게 두면 결국은 뚝 늘어난 우리만 We don't feel like we're walking on the moon.
Nice vocal there. This is just quirky. Wendy is so good. Coming in with those heavy electric guitars. I like it. Nothing to see here. Move along. Lord. What in the hell did I just watch? Okay, the song is just cute and fun. It's not meant to be taken super seriously. But the message is essentially comparing their love to like this perfect, melty, gooey cheese, which cheese only gets melty and gooey and stringy, especially if you... I'm guessing they went with cheddar because cheddar melts really well, but that whole gooey and stringy image that they were going for would have been better with mozzarella, but I don't think that would have fit as well into the song probably. But of course the cheese only gets that way if it's warmed up, if it's hot, right? So that passion heating it up. But yeah, the video is just goofy. Wendy's voice is amazing. Suho was fun too. He had some really nice parts, where he could go up into his higher register as well. It's not a song I'm going to listen to multiple times. Like, I'll listen to it again here right now because that's what we do. But once I'm done reacting to it, it's definitely not going on the playlist. Because fun it might be, but something I want to hear over and over again, not so much. But I do appreciate the quirkiness and the willingness to just go have fun out here, especially between two super established idols. It's not like these are Nugus who are, trying to be cute and get noticed. Like, no, these are just two people doing what the heck they want to do on a track. So, yeah. All right. So, we're in the game called cheese, but cheese might as well be the metaphor for love. Alright, so we've got all these images of cheese. When it says rich, like that rich cheddar, they're not talking about rich as in, it costs a lot. Cheddar is one of the cheapest cheeses, actually. But they're talking about that rich flavor, and if you've never heard of a flavor described as rich, I can pinpoint when something is rich, but I have a hard time describing it. But I guess the best way I would describe the flavor, like a rich flavor, would be something that is very full flavored, like very powerful, but also savory to a certain extent. But I guess a better way for me to describe it, at least, would be something that satisfies you in minimal quantities. For example, especially if you're from the Southeast US, there's a restaurant called O'Charlie's. If you've ever had their caramel pie, right? We call the caramel pie rich because it doesn't take too many bites before you're like, okay, this was really good, but I've had enough. So they're comparing this love to like a rich flavored cheddar cheese. All these different arts. So fluffy, stretchy, all these cheese images, of course. But again, cheddar doesn't really get stretchy. It can, but it's not known for it. Cheddar is mostly known for having a nice melt, just like an even melt, not like a stringy pull apart melt. The only cheese that I've seen that melts better than cheddar is American, and that's why American cheese is so preferred for like a cheeseburger and stuff like that. Alright, so we're talking about cranking the passion up. Get it hot in here. Selecting the player, you got Suho or Wendy. I didn't catch this at first, but that line right there, round and round, only to stay. Obviously, it's got two meanings here, because the first meaning is the lyrics. And that would mean like we're going around in circles, but we don't go anywhere. But the other meaning that I just like, because of how we've propped cheese up on this platform here, is when you have a fresh wheel of cheddar, it's like a round wheel. Not most, but a lot of cheeses come in big wheels of cheese. And so it's, again, like likening that full uncut cheddar wheel to this round and round part. Got cheddar cheese balls back there. It's like a cheese museum. No more up and down. So, like, no more indecisiveness, I guess, is probably what they're trying to say there.
I'm stepping outside, you're looking into my eyes. 어쩔 수 없나 봐, 너랑 나. Just like cheers.
You and me like this forever, stringy. So the reason he's saying forever stringy is because we generally like and appreciate cheese more. Like think of watching cartoons. If you've ever seen cartoon characters eat pizza and they pull it apart and the cheese is just like super gooey and stringy when they pull it apart, and we're all like, oh, that looks so good. Like that's the kind of image they're going for with this stringy cheese. But also because that if it's warm and passionate, it's heat, you know, it's hot, it's melted, but it's still stretchy. That means in the context of love that they can still be separated but still be together and still be delicious, a good pair. Because we'll get another line here shortly that kind of comes back to that point. Well, when I said shortly, I meant right away. If we let it cool, we'll only break it. So the cheese is only going to be stringy while it's hot. But once it cools off, it breaks the more you pull it apart. Think of a mozzarella cheese stick. When it's fresh, you pull it apart and that cheese is stringy and it's like, oh, like my inner and outer fat kid are coming out. But if they cool off and you try to pull it apart, the cheese just breaks. And so they're consistently going with that metaphor throughout this whole entire song. Meanwhile, we're surrounded by different cheese art. This bond of the heart gets gooey. So when they say we both feel like we're walking on the moon, that usually is this feeling of light, freedom, like your heart is unencumbered. But also, I like this line because a lot of times, especially in like kids' stories, you might see the moon compared to a wheel of cheese or something like that. And we'll get that image at the very end as well. I've got lasagna cooking in the oven right now, so all of this is just like right on point. She's the security guard watching the cheese. So she's saying things even if she didn't mean to say them, because that feeling is capturing her, this attraction. That scene right there, I don't know the name of the painting, but usually this is like a depiction of an old man and an old woman like on a farm, and one of them's holding a pitchfork. I think it's the man. Of course, in this case, they've changed it a bit and he's holding cheese instead, but I'm pretty positive that's the painting that this scene is based off of. Risky, but I like it, so maybe this love isn't necessarily supposed to be a thing, or it could come with complications, but it doesn't matter because I'm on your side. We've got each other kind of thing. Us against the world. So we've still got this this game imagery. There's the pizza background. Just these different paintings is ridiculous. Can't stop this feeling growing on. So, and now the warmer they get, the closer they get in the together in the video, the more these images of cheese are turning into like melty, gooey cheese. So, right after the line, crank the heat up, get it hot, well, you got, delicious looking, what I assume is mac and cheese, although I can't prove that there's shells in there. And then we've got this, where whatever the hell it was is now just melted cheese everywhere. Melted cheese in all of those scenes. This is, in a typical K-pop song, this would be your dance break. But this is more of a rock band show-off break. You're gonna get caught. Don't get caught. Okay, so this line right here is kind of a throwaway, but to me, I think it's referencing those commercials where, especially in America, I don't know if they had them overseas, but we had commercials in America for a long time, and they might even still be going, but I don't watch TV that often, where we talk about like aged cheddar made with real milk, or it's real cheddar instead of like the artificial stuff. So this echoed of getting real with you, I feel like that's a reference to those ads. I could be wrong, I could just be making that up and reaching, but it definitely fits. But yeah, I think that's what they're going for there. I've never seen cheese described as fluffy though. Okay, I saw this and I couldn't read it fast enough. Hast thou observed a cheese in slow decay? Yet stout it stands, and strong it doth remain. Our love is like this cheese, both rich and rare. Though mold may mar, its essence won't forsake. So we did actually see some molded cheese in those exhibits, especially in some of the earlier, like framed, I'll call it a painting, but it's not really a painting. So yeah, the richness, you guys might have heard my oven beeping. I need to wrap this up. But yeah, so the cheese is strong, like as long as it's together. Mold, like bad things may come, but this essence of our love will still remain. In jest, like joking, our love, like cheese, may seem a jest, yet both are true. So even though the joke, it may seem like a joke, it's still true. And both pass time's great test. That goes back to that reference I was talking about with the aged cheddar. Generally, cheddar cheese is considered better the more it's aged. Okay, I get it. Very nice. Alright guys, like I said, this one's one that I'm probably not going to listen to multiple times, but I did have fun with it, and it's a cute metaphor for love. Love Wendy's voice. I think she stands out even more than Suho, even though it's his song, but Suho's fantastic too. Love EXO, can't wait for them to come back as a group after they're all done with their enlistments. I think Kai is he the only one enlisted right now? I know he is enlisted. I don't know if he's the only one. But anyway, real quick, if you weren't here for the announcement video, down in the description below, you'll find a link to the request spreadsheet so you can monitor where your request is in the queue at all times. That way it's more transparent. We've also got a Patreon and PayPal if you want to sponsor a request and jump up to the top of the line. So feel free to check those things out. But speaking of checking it out, thank you for checking this video out. And take care, everybody. I'll see you for the next one.